So in the last lesson, you learned that proportions are two fractions that equal each other. Okay, and we've showed that. But what do we do when one of our fractions has an x value? In other words, we need to know what value does x have to be in order for the two fractions to be equal to each other. So let's say, and there's two ways. We can use the giant 1 method, or we can use the cross multiplication. So let's look at these examples. So on this one, we have x over 16 equals 9 over 2. So when we're using the giant 1 method, we have to figure out, okay, so we know in the denominator, one side is a 2 and one side is a 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the side with the 2 and multiply it by 8, because if I do that, then I get 16. So, but what I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. Okay? So when I do that, I get x over 16 equals 72 over 16. So therefore, x equals 72. So that's one way to do it. That's called the giant 1, because actually you're just multiplying by 1 in a fancy way. Okay? Now, cross multiplying, which I find the easiest. So here's my fraction, x over 16 equals 9 over 2. Okay? So now I'm going to literally cross multiply. So the first thing I'm going to do is have 2 times x equals 16 times 9. Well, 2 times x is 2x. 16 times 9 is 144. I want to know what x equals, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Therefore, x equals 72. I get the same answer both ways. One is just a little, whatever way you feel comfortable doing. But this is how I go about solving proportions. So in lesson 1.2 or 1.2.2, they're going to be asking you to solve proportions. So I hope this helps. Have a good night.